In 1963, a daytime drama series premiered that would not only survive but thrive, becoming an immovable institution in television history. The show, General Hospital, debuted and created a profound mark on its audience, with its stories revolving around the lives, loves, and intrigues in the fictional port city of Port Charles. The work was not only a resounding commercial success, winning countless awards, but also became an unforgettable part of the memories of multiple generations. But behind the classic characters, the love triangles, and the endless tragedies are actors with their own very separate fates. More than 6 decades have passed, and time has etched different marks on their lives. Some continued to shine brightly. Some chose a quieter path. And there were also those who had to stop their journey in tragedy. Let us look back at the tumultuous journey of the cast that brought the soul to General Hospital. Maurice Benard as Sonny Corinthos. In General Hospital, the character of Sonny Corinthos is a memorable anti-hero, a mob boss with depth, with intense, soulful eyes and a heart torn between darkness and love. Sonny left an indelible impression. Maurice Benard's performance at the time, at age 30, brilliantly portrayed a complex character who could be both ruthless and fiercely loyal, earning him a prestigious Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actor. After his resounding success with the role, Maurice Benard's career became almost synonymous with Sonny Corinthos, making him one of the most iconic faces of the soap opera genre. But his biggest battle was not on screen, but in real life. Maurice Benard became a powerful and courageous voice in the fight against bipolar disorder, an illness he has faced since he was young. He has openly shared his darkest moments, his panic attacks and breakdowns, on major programs like Oprah and The View. He is not just an actor, he has become an activist and inspiration, using his platform to erase the stigma surrounding mental illness. The most thought-provoking thing is the connection between the role and his life. It seems the role of Sonny Corinthos has strangely mirrored his life. While on screen, his character also struggles with bipolar disorder, a storyline written after he shared his own story in real life. Maurice Benard has also turned his personal battle into a source of strength. He brought the complexity and vulnerability of his real self into his performance, and in turn used the role to shine a light on an important social issue. Today, at the age of 62, Maurice Benard continues his acting career as Sonny Corinthos and is a tireless advocate for mental health. His journey is a testament to relentless effort, the ability to turn a weakness into a strength, and he continues to inspire the next generation. John Berardino as Dr. Steve Hardy. In General Hospital, the character of Dr. Steve Hardy was the heart and soul of the hospital for decades. He was the embodiment of dedication, integrity, and the ideal physician. John Berardino's performance at the time, at age 46, authentically portrayed a respectable doctor who became a symbol of stability and reliability in a world of turmoil. Before putting on the white coat, John Berardino had another extraordinary life. He was a professional baseball player, having played for the St. Louis Browns, Cleveland Indians, and Pittsburgh Pirates. After retiring from sports, he turned to acting, and the role of Dr. Hardy became his greatest legacy. He remained in the role for 33 years, becoming one of the most familiar and beloved faces on American television. He was a professional, a pillar of the entire production, who witnessed the show's evolution through many eras. The most thought-provoking thing is the connection between the role and his life. It seems the role of Dr. Steve Hardy was a true reflection of the man himself. While on screen, the character was a mentor and a respected leader in real life. John Berardino was the same. He was a big brother, a mentor to the younger actors, a steady presence that everyone could count on. However, that dedicated journey had to come to an end. On May 19, 1996, John Berardino passed away at the age of 79 from pancreatic cancer. His passing left an unfillable void in the hearts of fans and in the series itself. The legacy he left behind is not just the role of the devoted doctor, but the life story of a man who lived 2 phenomenal lives, one on the baseball field and one on the screen. Rachel Ames as Audrey Hardy, RN. In General Hospital, the character of Nurse Audrey Hardy is the embodiment of endurance and dedication. She is one of the longest-serving characters who witnessed and endured countless tragedies and storms in Port Charles'. Rachel Ames' performance brilliantly portrayed a woman who was both strong and kind, a symbol of professionalism in the medical field. Rachel Ames' career is almost one and the same as General Hospital. She joined the cast just a year after the series began and stayed for over 4 decades. She came from a theatrical family with both parents being actors, and she carried on that tradition brilliantly. With 3 Emmy nominations, she is one of the most respected actresses in the soap opera genre. She created a character who became part of the cultural fabric, someone whom audiences felt was like a member of their own family. The most thought-provoking thing is the connection between the role and her life. It seems the role of Audrey Hardy has strangely mirrored her life. While on screen, the character was a constant and unchanging presence through all the hospital's ups and downs in real life. Rachel Ames also showed incredible loyalty and endurance to the series and to her craft. She became a piece of living history for General Hospital. Today, at the age of 96, Rachel Ames is retired and living a peaceful life. Her journey is a testament to tireless dedication, love for a single role, and a single show that lasted almost a lifetime. She continues to be a living legend in the hearts of fans. Emily McLaughlin as Jessie Brewer, RN. In General Hospital, the character of Nurse Jessie Brewer was one of the very first cornerstones. She was the one who spoke the first line of the entire series, and for many years, she was known as the Queen of Daytime Soaps. Emily McLaughlin's performance hauntingly portrayed a woman who was always unlucky in love, but incredibly strong in her work. Emily McLaughlin's career cannot be separated from General Hospital. She was not just an actress, she was a pioneer. It was she who negotiated with ABC to have soap opera actors' names appear in the closing credits for the first time, a major turning point for the entire genre. However, her personal life was tinged with tragedy. Her marriage to actor Jeffrey Hunter ended abruptly after only 4 months, when he died in an accident, leaving her with a loneliness that followed her for the rest of her life. The most thought-provoking thing is the connection between the role and her life. It seems the role of Jessie Brewer strangely mirrored her life. While on screen, the character was a woman who always had to face pain and loss in her relationships. In real life, Emily McLaughlin also experienced a terrible romantic tragedy and a prolonged loneliness. However, that tumultuous journey had to come to an end. On April 26, 1991, Emily McLaughlin passed away at the age of 62 from cancer. Her passing left a great void. The legacy she left behind is not just a classic character, but the life story of a strong woman who fought for her colleagues and had to face her own private pain alone. Anthony Geary as Luke Spencer. In General Hospital, the character of Luke Spencer wasn't just a character. He was a phenomenon, initially introduced as an anti-hero, an outlaw. Luke became one of the most beloved characters in television history. Anthony Geary's performance brilliantly portrayed a complex man who was both dangerous and charming, selfish, yet capable of deep love. His romance with Laura created a super couple, and their 1981 wedding remains the most watched event in soap opera history. Anthony Geary's career is a testament to extraordinary talent. He won a record, breaking 8 Emmy Awards for his role as Luke Spencer. He didn't just act, he transformed, creating a unique acting style that was unpredictable and improvisational. After decades with the role, he decided to leave the series to pursue a different life. He did not choose to stay in Hollywood, but moved to live in Amsterdam, Netherlands, where he could enjoy anonymity and pursue his personal passions. The most thought-provoking thing is the connection between the role and his life. It seems the role of Luke Spencer was a complete opposite of the man himself. While on screen, the character was always the center of attention of loud adventures in real life. Anthony Geary is an introvert who loves quiet and always sought to escape fame. He created an explosive character, but craved a peaceful life himself. Today, at the age of 78, Anthony Geary is living a quiet life in Amsterdam. His journey is a testament to a peak talent and the courage to walk away from the role that made his name to find true happiness. Stuart Damon as Dr. Alan Quatermain. In General Hospital, the character of Dr. Alan Quatermain was a member of the wealthy and dysfunctional Quatermain family. He was a kind man, but was always torn apart by the family's schemes and tragedies. Stuart Damon's performance brilliantly portrayed a complex man, both weak and capable of heroic moments, earning him an Emmy Award. Before coming to Port Charles, Stuart Damon was a Broadway star, and most notably, he played the prince in the classic 1965 television version of Cinderella. After decades with the role of Alan Quatermain, his character was shockingly killed off. However, he was so beloved that the producers brought him back as Alan's ghost, and he continued to appear for many years after. The most thought-provoking thing is the connection between the role and his life. It seems the role of Alan Quatermain had a magical rebirth, much like how he himself always found a way to stay with the series he loved. While on screen, the character could not leave his family, even after death in real life. Stuart Damon also showed an inseparable love and attachment to General Hospital. However, that passionate journey had to come to an end. On June 29, 2021, Stuart Damon passed away at the age of 84 from renal failure. His passing left a great void. The legacy he left behind is not just the role of the lovable Dr. Quatermain, but the life story of an artist who never gave up on his passion. Jeannie Francis as Laura Collins. In General Hospital, the character of Laura Collins was the embodiment of innocence and tragedy. The audience watched her grow up on screen from a young girl into a woman, a wife, and a mother. Jeannie Francis' performance, then only a teenager, captured millions of hearts. Her romance with Luke Spencer became a cultural phenomenon, catapulting her to the heights of fame at a very young age. However, fame that came too soon came at a high price. After leaving General Hospital at her peak, Jeannie Francis struggled with the pressure and with addiction. It was a long and difficult battle. However, she found the strength to overcome it. She has a happy and lasting marriage with actor-director Jonathan Frakes, famous for his role as Commander Riker in Star Trek: The Next Generation. She put her career on hold to raise her children and later made strong comebacks, not just as Laura, but in other roles, proving her versatile acting ability and winning an Emmy Award. The most thought-provoking thing is the connection between the role and her life. It seems the role of Laura has strangely mirrored her life while on screen. The character had to face countless tragedies and challenges in real life. Jeannie Francis also went through her own tumultuous journey. But just like Laura, she always found a way to get back up, to find herself and to find happiness. Today, at the age of 63, Jeannie Francis continues her acting career and enjoys a peaceful life. Her journey is a testament to the ability to overcome adversity, a story of survival and rebirth amidst the harsh glare of Hollywood. Jacqueline Zeman as Bobby Spencer, RN. In General Hospital, the character of Bobby Spencer was initially the bad girl, the rival of her own niece, Laura. But over the years, Bobby became one of the most beloved leading ladies, a dedicated nurse and a devoted mother. Jacqueline Zeman's performance brilliantly portrayed the character's journey of growth from a troubled young woman to a pillar of the community. Jacqueline Zeman dedicated almost her entire career to General Hospital, staying with the role for over 45 years. She began as a ballet dancer and brought that grace to her roles. She received 4 Emmy nominations, a recognition of her talent and tireless dedication. She was an indispensable part of the General Hospital family, a sister and a friend to many generations of actors. The most thought-provoking thing is the connection between the role and her life. It seems the role of Bobby Spencer reflected her own durability. While on screen, the character weathered every storm to become a strong woman in real life. Jacqueline Zeman also showed a remarkable loyalty and an enduring love for her work and for the series that made her name. However, that dedicated journey had to come to an end. On May 9, 2023, Jacqueline Zeman passed away at the age of 70 after a short battle with cancer. Her passing was a tremendous loss for the General Hospital family and its fans. The legacy she left behind is a character who grew up with the audience and a life fully dedicated to her art. Leslie Charlson as Dr. Monica Quartermaine. In General Hospital, the character of Dr. Monica Quartermaine was an indispensable pillar, a matriarch of the Quartermaine clan. She was a brilliant cardiologist, a strong, ambitious woman, but also incredibly complex and often tormented by romantic tragedies, especially her tumultuous relationship with her husband. Alan Leslie Charlson's performance at the time, at age 32, brilliantly portrayed a woman who was both resilient and fragile, who became a feminist icon in the world of soap operas. Leslie Charlson dedicated almost her entire life to the role of Monica Quartermaine, making her one of the longest-serving actresses in television history. She became an inseparable part of the series, a mother and a grandmother to the entire Quartermaine clan on screen. With her professionalism and talent, she received multiple Emmy nominations, a testament to her tireless dedication. She was deeply respected by her colleagues, a big sister who guided many generations of actors who came after her. In her personal life, she was an animal lover, dedicating much of her time and passion to animal rescue and protection. The most thought-provoking thing is the connection between the role and her life. It seems the role of Monica Quartermaine has strangely mirrored her life. While on screen, the character was a survivor, a woman who overcame countless tragedies, from wrongful affairs to the loss of loved ones, to stand tall as a symbol of resilience in real life. Leslie Charlson also showed an astonishing endurance, dedicating over 4 decades to a single role, weathering all the changes in the industry. However, that dedicated journey had to come to an abrupt end. On January 12, 2025, Leslie Charlson passed away at the age of 79 due to sequelae of blunt head trauma. Her passing left an unfillable void in the General Hospital family. The legacy she left behind is not just the role of a strong female doctor, but a life story of loyalty and an undying love for her art. Steve Burton as Jason Morgan. In General Hospital, the character of Jason Morgan is a legend, a symbol of tragedy and rebirth. Initially, Jason Quartermaine, a promising medical student, a car accident stole his memories and transformed him into stone-cold Jason Morgan, a stoic enforcer with a heart of gold, the right-hand man of mob boss Sonny Corinthos. Steve Burton's performance at the time, at age 21, hauntingly portrayed the character's transformation, creating one of the most beloved anti-heroes. After the explosive success with the role of Jason, Steve Burton's career soared to new heights. He became a superstar of the soap opera genre, winning multiple Emmy Awards for his performance. But his talent was not limited to that. He stepped into a completely different world and became a legend. There too, the world of video games. He is the voice of Cloud Strife, the protagonist of the globally famous Final Fantasy game series, a role that introduced him to a whole new generation of fans. His personal life has been relatively quiet. He is a family man who always tries to balance his work and private life. The most thought-provoking thing is the connection between the role and his life. It seems the role of Jason Morgan reflected his own ability to transform while on screen. Jason shed his past to create a new person, a new identity in real life. Steve Burton also succeeded in building 2 parallel careers, 2 different identities, a daytime television star and a hero of the virtual world. Today, at the age of 55, Steve Burton continues his acting career, being one of the most sought-after faces in the soap opera genre. His journey is a testament to relentless effort, the ability to create and maintain an iconic character for decades, and he continues to inspire the next generation.